Good afternoon. Welcome to Woodturning in the stable studio. Hey, we're back. It's Thursday afternoon. I've got some friends in the background. Well, let's loosely call them friends anyway. Troublemakers. Let's pop these guys on screen here and we'll see who they are. We've got Pete from Twisted Trees. Yeah, we've got Terry. We've got the biggest troublemaker, Terry from TJ Turning.
Hello, everybody. Welcome aboard.
And we've got the lovely Joe.
Hi, everyone.
From Yorkshire. Debatable.
Watch yourself.
Just don't start already, Terry. So these guys are going to assist me a little bit today and see how we get on with this bowl that we started on Monday. So without further ado, let's put them back in the background. For those of you who don't know, it's already in the chat anyway. I made 1,000 subs today. Yay! So my channel will be monetized. Now you're going to have to suffer the adverts.
We suffer them anyway.
You get the adverts anyway.
Adverts on my channel, even though I'm not monetized. So.
You do. They're not slow at putting adverts on, I have to say. But anyway, thanks very much to everybody who's subscribed to my channel. I'm quite excited about that. There is a smoke giveaway coming, but it's not today. And this is not the smoke. I have got my sister ready primed to make the smoke. So that will happen. That'll be. I had to placate her with a witch. Yeah, she's a bit of a witch herself. She's a bit of a witch herself. Don't be telling her I said that.
Oh.
She's not in the chat yet, so she wouldn't have heard it.
Oh, she might be. You never know. She lurks a bit. She doesn't really say anything. But there you go. No, she's lovely. It's my sister. She's 4 years older than me, so that makes her really ancient.
Yeah. Well, you are, so we've got to have been.
But hey, I'm younger than you, Mr. Bray.
Look at though. I had a good paper round.
I mean, what? Anyway, let's have a look and see what's on the list today. If you remember, we had a piece of sycamore, and we did some texture and colouring. Let's go to the overhead. Maurice, what are you doing there? Get out of here. Go on. Get over there. You get covered in shames there.
Turning. I want to watch you do it.
No, stay there. So now that he's out of the way. This is the said bowl. Let's go to the close-up camera. If you recall, we had the nice texture on the bottom. And we had nice texturing around the, well, I'll rephrase that. We had texturing around the outside of the rim. After the live, I looked at it again and I thought, I don't like that. I hated it, in fact. So I took it back off again. And recolored the outside of the rim.
That looks really nice, Brian.
I think that was a good decision myself.
It will.
Yeah, I think it was too. I think the texture on the band, because it hit there was one piece on it. I can't remember where it is now, but there's a hard bit. There's like a bit just about here somewhere. Go to the overhead again. A bit just about here that the tool actually bounced over, and there was a bit of texturing missing, and it just didn't look right. It just didn't please my eye, so I got rid of it. So that's where we are, and to finish it off today, we're going to reverse mount it and turn the inside. So whilst I prepare this,
Rex B says, "Can you go over how you textured the bottom, please?"
Oh, Rex, I can.
Oh, Rex, you must have remembered you were here.
So, you were here, were you not? So the outside of the underneath was textured using the Robert Sorby hollowing tool or texturing tool. Oh dear. I'll just bring it over, let you see it, put it on the lathe. So I used this, the Robert Sorby texturing tool. I used the mini handle with the, I think that's 4mm. And I used that just to texture that piece there. And it's just simple. You put it in. I have the angle set there. There's a little angle indicator on the back. So I set it at 1 and I just rotated it across with quite a bit of pressure. But you got to maintain the pressure the same all the way across. And then once I had that done, kind of sanded it back a little bit, or didn't sand it back, but I used shavings to, what's the word I'm looking for, Terry?
Burnish it.
To burnish it back off, to burnish any rough bits off. And then I've infilled it there with gold embellishing wax.
Embellishing wax.
And did that at high speed so as it kind of sets the wax. And it looks quite nice now, I think. Let's go back to that camera and you'll see it better. So that texturing looks quite nice now. So that's how that was done. So if I can now get this chuck jaw mounted. So I'm going to mount my SC3 chuck on here. I'll bring my tailstock up and use this cone center to locate into the bottom of the chuck, which means it's square on the lathe. Just tighten it up a little bit so as it's in there, and then tighten the chuck up. Or open the jaws if you like.
Shall I read the chat?
Yeah, whoever.
Before you do, Terry, Paul Hutton said he found that the spiral texturing doesn't work on so well on the rim due to the different grain density.
That's exactly right. That's exactly the problem. When you
Mhm.
hit the end grain, it's different to the side grain.
Yep.
Oh, I've got that stuck in there. It can't be stuck in there. How
Push
is
in a
it
bit
stuck in
further.
there?
Push in a bit further.
Oh, it's not. Sorry, it's
Oh,
just loose. Sorry. It's just loose.
Okay. Right. So in the chat today, first in this time was Woodturnings by Barry. And then
Welcome
we've
along,
got
Barry.
Lewis, Klondike Craftsman, Plenty Word Dancers, Chris Dodds, Hugh from Wouldn't It Be Nice, Robert
Oh, bring
Dolman,
that over there.
and scrolling on down, Pete from Twisted Trees, who's obviously in, Rob from Copper Hour Woodturning. And they were all saying hello to each other. Joe Senior, Paul Hayton, Chris Dodds. I think I might have said Chris already. Larry Bartlett. Oh, the Moss chat's decided to jump up in the right. Todd at Glen Cove, Trevor P. Hobby Turner, Greg Alexander, Rob C.P. Wood Turner, Chris Dodds.
Hi, Rob.
Tommy's Workshop, Malcolm McEwen, Robert from Hodgepodge Woodworks, and Benjamin, Eric Winkler, and that is it so far. Welcome everybody to see the
Did you
second
say
half.
TF
Brian's
turning,
Bowl.
Terry?
Tim from TF Turning. Hello, Tim. I didn't. Missed him.
So Tim's in.
Sorry, Tim.
So these are my weapons of choice today. I've got a Robert Sorby 1/2 inch bow gouge, which is sharpened at 45 degrees with a little bit of a swept back grind. And I've got a 3/8 bow gouge, which is a Simon Hope one, but it's in a Robert Sorby handle. That's the weapons of choice.
And I don't know if I said Rex B, but hello, Rex, if I didn't.
From Eric Winkler, and I think we've got Mark the Gentleman Woodturner.
I'm Mark, General
Hi, Mark.
Turner. And Mark. My chat jumped a few.
Welcome along, guys.
Yeah, it can be a pain when it jumps.
So Terry's been real inefficient again, and blaming the chat jumping.
No. It's all this.
I think it's old age, really, you know.
I think it's just a shock that you got to 1,000 subs, is what it is.
Is that what it is now? Let's see. Oh. I don't believe anybody in the chat's believing that, Terry. I think it's all down to your age.
Yeah, it's down to me,
so-
yeah. Oh, and yeah, okay.
The Woodwork Learner is in. Good afternoon, Andy.
Andy.
That's Andy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So first things first.
Benjamin's in. Hi, Ben.
I did
I'll use
bed
my
bend,
three-
but never mind.
I'm going to use
No,
my
he's
3/8
just coming
bow
on now.
gouge just to take the face off this first. So we'll spin the lathe up nice and slow to start with. See what we've got. Bring our control box over here.
Now, is there going to be any singing today?
There may be. It depends what this wood looks like on the inside, whether we leave it natural or do something with it. So I just want to bring a little pull cut just across the face there. Yeah, so we see how that face is. Not too bad, actually.
Is it easier to do a pull cut rather than a push cut?
6 of one, half dozen the other, but because I'm trying to
Yeah.
flatten this, if you go from this edge now, there's a good chance you might skip. You can't really see that. Can I go a bit more overhead? So if you put a push cut and go in the way from there, there's a good chance you might skip and ruin the outside finish.
Mhm.
Oh, I
So if
see.
we're coming from this side, it's there's less chance of hurting this edge. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
But I can do a push cut.
If you've got bark on the outside edge, Joe, then you use a push cut because you don't want to be
Yep.
pulling the bark off.
That's correct.
But
Just started very
it
slowly.
varies.
So I'm not sure of a design for the top of this bowl yet. So we could make it a kind of collaborative thing. If somebody in the chat has a good idea for a decorative ring on the top, or
Oh, you already had that ring on the side you took off, so be careful. You colouring it?
I could. Let's have a look.
So it wouldn't
we've
be
got
that
quite a-
functional then, would it? If you're going to leave it.
We could leave a
Would-
rim. We could leave it thick. We could leave it small. Or turn the whole thing out.
Hugh says
There is a
rolled
bit of
edge.
figure on it. No, but no, I don't think they'll have a rolled edge on this. We'll see
No.
how it goes. But there are some nice bits of figure in here that might actually make it look quite nice, guys. So we'll maybe just hollow this out, I think. Leave maybe a ½ inch or an inch rim to start with. See how we go.
Eric's suggesting an undercut.
Yeah, but you got to
Alright.
curve the bowl around him.
You need to bring the bowl round more to do an
So
undercut. It wouldn't look right if you've got a straight edge and then an undercut rim as well. I don't think that would look right.
No.
So I'm going to leave quite a big rim here. That's about 1.5 inches there, nearly 2 inches, just to begin with. And we'll see what we get. We can always come further out then. So I've got the handle of the tool way over the lathe, so as the bevel is pointing straight towards where I want to cut. Engage the point of the tool, and then just swing it around, drop the handle. Take your time, get the nice cut, and then just swing it up and across. Don't want to take too much of a cut. Oh, change camera, sorry guys, try that one.
That was too much of a cut.
From there, that was too much of a cut, yeah, that's because I looked up. Just there. And we'll bring that one back down to the middle.
Andy has said,
Drop the handle.
question, rolled edge. And
Well,
Robert Hodgepodge has said, no rolled edge. Brian is a new man after 1,000 subs.
That's it. There's no rolled edge today. So we'll just continue with this 3/8 bowl gauge. I think it's working well. We'll just take a lighter cut this time. No need to rush.
Mark saying dipped in rim, double lip, sharp inner edge.
Yeah, that's quite nice. If you use a slight dip, just a thumb size, so you can put your thumb in it when you pick it up.
So let me just think about that for a second. So in this rim here, you want me to make a little cove in here?
Yeah.
Chris
From,
does
right
suggest
from the edge, or just in a little bit from the edge, make a little cove.
A little cove,
And we
just
could maybe
a
put a little
fraction
line
from
on
the
the
edge.
outside edge. So if we came in 1/4 inch, make a little cove. About thumb size,
yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, that might work.
that
Chris
sounds
does
good to me.
suggest you make the inside smaller than the outside.
That's never a good plan.
No, he says make the inside smaller than the outside. That is a good
All right, that is a
That
good
is
plan,
a good
yeah.
plan, yeah.
So I misheard that there, sorry.
And then Lewis has gone on to say inlay of resin and copper coins.
Don't forget, all
think-
in an hour or so.
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
So we're coming down to the middle there. We're just kind of rolling the tool over, roll my thumb downwards anti-clockwise, and then take the center off, take the end off just with the left wing there. I'll just hollow it a little bit. So the tool's low down to my right hand side. I can actually show you that. Go there. Tool low down to my right hand side. Too big a cut again. So just back off the cut a little bit. Keep that arc going upwards. And now start to bring the arc downwards in towards the middle. Slow the advance of the tool down a little bit because the speed's lower in the middle. Rotate the tool closed and take the center out with the left wing. There we go. Just like that.
Ben
Yeah,
said
right,
last night he was turning some wet out between centres but didn't finish in time. So I had to leave it on the lathe. Remember to clean up the wet shaving so they wouldn't affect the cast iron. But as his step centre and life centre were stainless steel, accent
Yeah.
ones, he thought they'd be okay.
No.
Nope.
Tanning.
You can't even use stainless steel screws to join out together. It doesn't
No.
work.
Don't work.
Camera to the close-up, Bri.
Go back to the close up, sorry.
So we see the catch better if you get one.
Okay, Terry. So that cut is about a third of the wing. So we're not trying to take too much of a cut.
Thank you, Mark. Mark's finished editing the video next week, which I star in. Again, well done you.
You're
So
getting
now we'll go
round a
back
bit,
to the.
Mr. Bray.
I know.
That's the bowl started. So we'll now have a look at this. So from about a quarter of an inch in, Pete, you reckon?
Yeah, start at a quarter inch. You might want to go to an eighth, but
I was just making a little cove there.
yeah, the cove wants to be about an inch wide so you get your thumb into it.
So that's about halfway through the cove. So I need to give us a cove. I need to come from the other side.
Mhm.
Take it down to the bottom of it. Is that picture okay for you guys?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's good.
The wood dude is in. Good afternoon, Stephen.
Hi,
Stephen.
Stephen.
Hi, Stephen. Thank you
Oh,
so much
Stephen.
for the inspiration yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm inspired myself, Stephen, I have to say, with those little
Yep, we all
live
are.
edge goblet
Great,
affairs
great
that you
job.
did yesterday. They were absolutely amazing.
It's actually still on the lathe because I haven't parted it off yet because it was lacquered last night.
Stephen, you missed the beginning of this live. Brian took your advice last week's start
Yeah.
of it. He took the
I don't know if I
decoration
can
off
see.
the
I don't know if you
edge,
can see it or not.
and then he redid it
No,
and
you can't.
repainted it. And now he's got a black brown bottom instead of a black bottom.
I used earth instead of the black, as you suggested yesterday, and it makes a huge difference to it.
Steve SK Crafting. Hello, Steve.
Bit of a ridge in there.
Hi, Steve.
So I might get down to my little
Hello,
10
Steve.
mil. It's my little 10 mil bow
Congratulations on your
gouge.
3,000, Steve.
Yeah,
Yes.
huge congratulations,
Yeah.
Steve. Well done, mate.
Well done,
Really
buddy.
well deserved. So this is a little 10 mil bow gouge, which should help me just finesse that little ridge that's in there.
Dara Colon.
Hi, Dara.
All right,
Hello,
Dara.
Dara.
I would stop about there.
Yeah, so I'm now happy with the feel of that Yeah, I intend to take the inside edge down a little bit more too, Pete.
Yeah. But what I would do at
This
that
inside
point is I
edge,
would
yeah.
turn the lathe off, stand back a couple of paces, and have a look at it.
You might want to widen
Decide on the outside where
holes
that
back.
quarter inch is right, or where it wants to be an eighth.
Oh, there's a little knot there. That's what I was hitting on. So what are you saying there, Pete? Sorry.
Stand back a little bit and look at it. See if the outside flat bit is right.
Aye, this bit or this bit?
No, the outside.
This
The
bit.
outside first,
This
yeah.
bit. Yeah. The
We're
inside
happy
you can
with
cut
that.
to match it, but so the outside is the one that's got to be right first.
Yeah, it looks all right to me. I think it's really sharp. That's all. I need to
Take the sharp edge off and you just
take the
snip.
sharp off that with a
What
sandpaper.
you mean you got to roll it a bit?
Just enough to-
Yeah, I don't really want to.
Just enough not to cut
Nice.
it out.
I might just have to finesse it with a bit of 400 grit there, just to take the sharpness off that edge,
Yeah.
and then we'll sand that. But I think I'll come a little bit here now. Come to here and match that from the outside then.
Yeah.
Match the two bits. Take that away. And don't make it too steep there.
Lawrence Pigidi's in. I don't know if it says that before. Lawrence.
So I think that's all right.
Andy H is for turning. He's in. Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy. Welcome along, mate. So that little edge there and this little edge are the same size now. Or near as damn it. I think that'll do.
TF Turning said he hit 2,000 the other day as well. Well done.
Well
Good
done,
man.
Tim.
Yeah,
Tim, well done.
congratulations.
Well done indeed. So let's get back to hull on the inside. Starting to get a little bit of vibration on this 3/8 tool.
Time to go
We'll
bigger.
just try one more cut with that. And then we'll go up to the 1/2 inch to give it a bit more stability.
Andy H has popped in. He's volunteering at Ambling Museum today, but he's watching because there's nobody there.
There's nobody in the
Alright.
museum today.
No, the weather's bad apparently.
Oh, she gets in.
Hi,
Okay.
Glenn.
Hi, darling.
Hi, Joe.
Lynn says, "Oh, look, a bowl. Have I logged into SK Crafts by mistake?"
Now,
You don't
Steve.
win your. Yeah, go on.
Sorry.
Okay.
So how
Go on,
do
Joe.
I win my designer smock, Brian, now that you've hit 1,000 subs?
Not
That will
today.
be next week. So I wasn't prepared for it. It's come a whole lot earlier than I was expecting. So I'm not prepared for it. But I will make an announcement next week. I'm just trying to figure out how deep this bowl is.
You could win it for Christmas, maybe.
Hugh has said 40 watching and only 10 people want to put the thumbs up. That's because only 10 people are enjoying it, Hugh. rest of them are waiting for Joe's singing.
It's one of my favourite cuts. This pull cut here.
Yeah. It's getting rid of waste, nice and quick.
Just eats the timber.
Robert said he needs his smock to have the beaver print. So he'll have a look for the fabric.
The beaver print.
He's going to have a look for the fabric for you.
All right.
For when he wins. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Sorry, but I'm going to win it, so.
Yeah.
No, you're not. I'm going to win it.
I reckon only the earworm should get one for free anyway.
I reckon the earworm should be excluded from entering.
There's always one
I'll get-
spoil spot.
I get Grandma Ruth Tube to
I'm
enter
only
and she can
joking.
win
You
it
can
for
enter
me.
if you want.
I'll get Ruth to enter, she can win it for me. She's good at that.
So if you're doing this pull cut, you got to make sure that your bottom wing doesn't get caught on the outside of the bow. So just be careful of that. And if you're coming across here, just rotate the tool closed and stop before it hits the edge of the bow, or you could be in trouble.
He's asked if he can put his link up for his 2 a.m. live.
Of course you can, mate. You work away. I'm looking forward to that. Not really, but
Will you be awake for that?
well, that depends how well the quiz goes, eh?
What quiz?
Well, it's the
Quiz
Battle
on
of the Makers, isn't it?
Battle of the Makers
yeah.
tomorrow night. What are you doing? And then we've got a
Oh,
2
I don't
a.m.
bother.
live.
I don't bother to watch
So
that.
any of you insomniacs, don't you start. You're adjudicating this week.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No,
Newsflash, big lad.
I'm out this weekend.
So let me just double check this with my internationally renowned depth gauge.
Yeah.
Of course, the 2 a.m. live is going to be sort of nice early evening time for the Americans.
That's right. That's kind of why we're doing it. Try and see any our American friends want to come in.
You can see them over tea instead of breakfast.
Yeah.
Benjamin said, my new headphones have noise cancelling technology. But no doubt Joe's harmonies will unfortunately still break through.
I think I need
I
to put this
know.
tool rest down just a fraction, because this is the half-inch bow gauge rather than the 3/8 now. So
What can I say to that, eh?
yeah,
I'll get my own back one day.
Always pay into the wind. You get your own
one
back.
of the biggest mistakes people make when they're doing a bow is they don't slow down the advancement of the tool across the bottom of the bow to compensate for the lower speed in the middle. So it's all about the speed of the wood passing the cutting edge. So if you're going into the middle where it's a bit slower, you need to go a bit slower. A little bit of harmonics there.
Starting to resonate in it.
My wonderful wife has just walked through a hailstorm to bring me coffee.
Oh, bless her.
Ah,
Thank you, darling. Hang on,
Not
guys, I'm
wonderful.
going to
What's
mute.
gone to work?
Brent Beecroft has joined us.
Hello,
Hi,
Brent.
Brent.
Never late, mate.
Better late than never.
Just in when you feel like it.
Let's have another look at this. Got a lot of harmonics in there. I've got some ridges in there now, but I'll fix that now. Tool rest further in towards the middle. Do a nice light cut this time. That's working.
I'm back.
I didn't know you'd gone.
I snuck out.
Mm.
In the hail stones. You forgot your biscuits, did you?
No, she had a question about a job.
Oh, okay. Just tell her to do it.
Job for you, you mean?
You mean
No,
you're getting
it's
lists?
a new job that she's got.
All right.
She's filling the contract in for now.
Steve's having to go.
Bye, Steve. Good day at work.
Cheers, Steve.
Bye,
Bye,
Steve.
Steve.
Talk to you later, buddy. There we go. Much happier with that now. Still a few little tool marks in there, but they'll sand out all right.
Looking good.
I think that's as deep as I want to go with that, to be honest. There is just a little knob in the bottom there. I think I might.
You're remembering you have got a mortise in the bottom as well.
I know.
I mean,
I'm just going to use my big scraper in the bottom.
there's a mortise in the bottom, so
There is a mortise, but I just want to take this little knob off the top of the bottom here. And I'm just going to use my negative rate scraper and just nip that off.
Rob from Copper Owl says, "Don't F it, Brian. F equals funnel."
we haven't seen one of those for a while, have we, really?
No, I haven't
Yeah,
actually done one for a while, which means I'm now
Due one.
committed to doing one, aren't I?
Well, there's, don't forget there's the factory settings that come with the lathe. It allows you
Yep.
so many catches and so many funnels, don't
Yeah.
Right, you can stop talking about funnels anytime you like now.
they? Thought you'd look up.
Actually, I was thinking about doing that when I got to stand in for Terry when he's on his holidays again.
Yeah, just show a funnel.
Oh, you've
I'm
got the
doing
shoulder
Oh,
already.
when is this occurring then, Pete? When are you standing in for Terence?
14th
September.
of March.
September.
Um,
All of
which
April,
is
all of May, three
nah,
quarters of June.
no. I got 14th of March. I got the 11th of
I'm back in
April,
September, I think.
and there's one suspect date in May.
You've definitely been conned.
All of which I believe happen in September, but so Terry tells me.
Yeah.
So that's made a good job of finishing off that rim as well.
Yeah.
Sanding.
Understanding.
Time for sanding, as Mr. Phil Anderson would say. So we'll push power sand this, guys. Turn the speed down a little bit. Get it somewhere around 600 revolutions. And I'm going to put my GSP power hood on, or Axminster Evolution, or whatever it's called. Same thing. I don't know if you can still hear me or not.
Just.
Yeah, we don't really want to, but we
Enough.
can.
Now,
Robert
hold
said
on.
last year was the year of the funnel, Steve. This year seems to be more stuff flying off the lathe, Brian. Or Jacob Sucks flying,
What?
Terry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, what we decided, Robert, was the fact that it's boring just keep seeing funnels, so we mix and match it a bit, mix it up a bit, just so that you never know what you're going to see when you do come in. Says Robert. I bet you've lost a few.
Yeah, I don't believe there's a Woodturner alive hasn't lost a few.
No.
Or done a funnel.
Don't see many lives from Robert now. It's all videos and they're all edited, so
Yeah, I've noticed that, yeah.
Yeah. But of course, if he does get a funnel, it's because Harry shoots through the bottom.
That's what it is.
Of course it
That's
will
the
be.
excuse he'll use. Like your beaver. I really like your beaver.
Listen, I have to get Maurice back on the act here.
Good morning
Something
from
told me
Ruby
there,
Claire.
well, there he
Hello,
is.
Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
He doesn't sit there, but that's the only thing.
Maurice.
Good morning, Ruby.
Morning, Ruby. Welcome along. Thank you very much for coming in. I think that's pretty good.
If you look below the picture, Ruby, you'll see that Brian has hit his magic 1,000 subscribers.
David J. Heath is in. Hi, David.
Hello, David.
Hi, David. Let's have a look now. Good.
Hodgepodge reckons that Maurice needs to eat a magnet so he can watch from anywhere he wants.
Now that's a good idea.
That's
It
a
is a good
clever idea. Ah, we'll be doing that today. Thanks for that, Robert. Appreciate that, mate. That's 120 you got.
There may be trouble ahead.
Oh,
There may be singing ahead.
Andrew, YB Wood has just joined us a little bit too early, Andrew. Joe hasn't sang yet.
Hi, Andrew.
Well, that depends what we're doing with that room, of course. I mean, I'm not sure yet.
Oh, no, right, that's true.
Ruby said, "That's great, Brian. I tried subscribing twice, but it wouldn't let me."
Ah, thanks, Ruby. It's good enough for the 120. Let's go straight to 240 then. Is that 240? That's 180. Oh, I haven't got a 240 thing. Where is my 240 thing?
Must have got some more then.
It's missing. So we'll just have to use the 328 with the 240 disc. I seem to have mislaid one of my
Obviously had the
numbers.
wrong label on it.
Yeah, that
Obviously
could be right.
did.
Could have written it twice.
Mind you, I've just found the pad of it. Interesting.
Perhaps the mouse had it. Perhaps Maurice has
Did you
been
eat
chewing it.
that? Did you eat that? I hope not.
Oh, Trevor said, "I handled and had a good look at the £1,000 vase the other day. Not too bad."
Oh, oh, thanks.
Well done, Trevor.
Appreciate that, Trevor.
Brings him a bump down to the ground, isn't it?
Cheers,
Not
Trevor.
too bad. Ruby says he's improving slowly.
That'd be her husband she's talking about there, I think.
Room for improvement.
Oh, is it?
I
Oh,
think
sorry.
that's the husband, yeah.
Sorry, Ruby,
That's
wrong
good, Ruby.
conversation. But that is lovely news, actually.
Yeah, that's right. Excellent
Delighted.
news.
Although it could have meant for you as well, Brian, because you are improving slowly.
Well, apparently so. So I've been told. Not by any of you guys, of course.
Now,
Yeah.
Lewis says that your Maurice is an imposter. The real Maurice is in his ship.
Right, that's it. That's it. Lewis, not you. Right, Lewis. There'll be none of that nonsense. Morris was invented in this shed. You're just a copycat. Oh no.
Baz Real Simple Things is in.
Not a copycat.
Hi, Baz.
Nice.
He said, "What's his £1,000 vase all about?" That's coming out next week, isn't it, Brian?
Next Wednesday.
Wednesday.
There will be a video of the £1,000 buzz. Yep. And I hope you like it. That's not very well sanded. I need to do a bit more sanding there. But I'm going to use my Hope sander with some 240 gram.
Ed Wilson is in the chat. Howdy from west coast of Arizona.
Hello.
Oh, welcome along, buddy.
Aboard.
Good
All
afternoon.
the way from Arizona.
Good morning.
I love Arizona.
Yeah, hot.
It's a
You
beautiful place
said
for.
mine is Maurice, yours is Morris.
No, mine's Maurice.
Maurice.
named after a line in a song.
I thought you were going to say a BG.
Can anybody remember what the song is? It has Maurice in it.
Nope.
There's a quiz for you then, guys. There's a quiz question for you. What is the song that has a line in with Maurice?
Mm.
They call
Mark the
him
gentleman Woodturner said sand in
Maurice.
reverse, Brian.
Sand in reverse again. He wants me to sand in reverse again.
He just wants to
Yeah.
see the chuck unwind.
He just
Lyle.
wants to see this chuck unwinding.
He just wants to upset Steve. Steve's gone
But
back to
He's
it
work,
does
gone.
so he
go in
won't know.
reverse. Look,
He's gone back to
it does
work.
go in reverse. Look, see, it does go backwards, but
No, you
because
got to
that chuck's not locked on there, I'm not sanding in reverse.
There's no
You've
need
got
with
to
an
lock it
inertia
up,
sander anyway, because it does reverse
No,
itself.
because you can just reverse it, just whichever side you put it on. So that's now turning against the grain, so that's reverse.
Hodgepodge is saying Space Cowboy.
Hmm.
Q says is the Joker by Steve Miller Band.
Could be.
Well, don't keep us all in suspenders, except for Joe.
It is the Joker, yeah.
We need to know. That's the
The
Joker.
Joker, Steve Miller Band, yep. That's exactly what it is.
Ooh.
So that's where Maurice
Well
got his
done,
name
you.
from.
Mm.
Might just call him Steve Miller.
No, because he's called Maurice. Maurice the
Oh,
Mouse.
Called Morris.
No, Maurice.
Lewis is called Maurice.
No.
It's called Morris.
Just because they've got that sort of Quebecian French Canadian kind of thing going on, he's not getting the name Maurice.
But Lewis says his is
No.
Maurice and yours is Morris.
No, it's not. There is a timeline argument here. And
No,
I win.
gentlemen, there's enough international troubles going on at the moment. Let's just agree you can both have Maurice.
Yeah. Benjamin is suggesting, is it Wait and Bleed by Slipknot?
No. Just Slipknot. Right, I think that's it now. Let's give it a little bit of methylated spirits to have a look at the grain pattern and decide what we're going to do. What do you think?
Is that a chip out in the
A chip? What?
in the rim? I can say, or is it inclusion? Just there, where you put the.
There?
Was it just no round further?
There?
Nearly. Yeah.
Is that
There?
yeah? That no first. That
They're branch inclusions. They're little branch
right,
inclusions.
okay. I wonder what it was. It's just, to know
There
you
ain't-
had a catch and not noticed it.
There ain't no chip out in that. Ooh, see you, Terry. See you, Terry.
Just checking.
Now, Dara's suggesting I should sing it for you.
What? The Joker?
No,
So you should.
there we got the
Have,
we
have
got
you
the grip.
have you have
we
you
got the
have you
grip
looked
bit
up
to
the
come,
words
not-
on Google yet?
No, not yet.
Oh,
No,
We'll save that for another time.
okay.
gotta do rehearsals for that one.
Right, I like that now. I actually like this.
I think
Thumb
Pete was
bit.
right.
Yeah, it
Fits
looks really
perfect.
nice.
But the
Richard
thing I haven't done
Phelan
is
has
taken that
joined us.
edge off.
Not
Actually,
everything
just
is
sing it. Razor
just
sharp there.
rubbish.
Hi, Richard.
Hello,
If
Richard.
Joe's going to sing, I think we should go with Ben's suggestion.
Yeah, Slipknot, yeah.
Yeah.
So just a
Wait
tiny
and
little rub with
bleed.
400.
Saw them live once. They're brilliant, actually.
That should
Music's not
do.
really to my taste, but the live act
That's
was
it.
great.
That's nice now.
Yeah.
That is a little, what looks like a bit of chip out there is actually a little branch just here. There's another couple down there.
Yeah.
Loving that, actually. Okay, so guess what's next, guys? Sanding seal.
Sanding sealer.
I think so. I think we'll just go leave it as natural. I think there's enough in it to warrant leaving it natural.
I think so.
There's actually a little bit of that branch has come out. But I'm leaving it.
Naturally
Texture.
occurring.
It has a little bit of natural edge look about it. It's just, oh, I just throw it all over the place. Look at the state of me. It's all over the lathe and everything. Oh no, I need to tidy up now.
Get Maurice
Right.
to do it. Or Morris.
Maurice.
Robert said, I've got to admit, that's a lovely piece of wood. Glad Brian kept it on the lathe this time.
Yeah.
You lose a piece of wood once, you know, just once.
And you never forget it, do you?
And you're never allowed to forget it.
That's what I mean. Anybody want to buy a Forstner bit somewhere 8 foot away from the lathe?
Terry's got a couple. You just have to find it. Hunt the Fosner bit. Oh, this Sunday sealer's kind of soaking in here.
Sycamore does that sometimes, isn't it?
Mind you, that's what it's supposed to do, I suppose. Eh?
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's called, sanding sealer.
If you wait for a minute or two, and then do it again, that will dry.
Yep,
and it won't
that's,
soak in so hard.
I just wanted to make sure it all had a coat there at the time. I'll just leave it.
Nikos Saragas has
Hello, Nico.
joined us saying, very nice work. Hello from
What's-
Greece.
Welcome, Nico.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Welcome, Nicholas.
All the way from Greece. I'm impressed. So we'll just burnish that off a bit, shavings. Speed up a wee bit. See what we get.
Should get a nice shine.
Yeah, we'll come up with a bit of a shine. Yeah.
Don't press too hard on the edges there, because you might get a burn mark. Well, that might not be so bad. No, Rob Cabral is not using a Axminster SK114 chuck.
It's another coat of sanding sealer. The end grain is soaking it up there. There we go.
Todd said, Brian is an international sensation now. Be sure to subscribe, Nikos. And if anybody isn't subscribed, be sure to subscribe before next Wednesday when the major video is coming out.
Yep.
And
Make sure you get a
probably
notification.
on Thursday, you might find the instructions for the 1000 smock giveaway.
You may. Let me just grab another handful of shavings. I'll burnish that off again.
Benjamin suggests that you should treat yourself to an SK114 now you've reached 1,000 subs, right? And Susie the Swiss
You
Turner
see,
just joined.
you see, I have a serious problem with the SK114. I have no doubt it's a wonderful chuck. Very well made, because Axminster do make really good stuff. I have nothing against the SK114 except the price point. I think it's too expensive.
Well, there's another reason actually. Once you've gone down a particular set of jewels route, you kind of need to stay there.
Yeah.
Having different types of chucks with different sets of jewels, different types of jewels, gets confusing.
And you need a lot of money to do that. Different.
You pick one brand and
Yeah.
go with it.
Well, I've currently got 6. Either Nova or, well, there's 5 record power jaws and 1 Nova set there. Well, it doesn't need any more polishing.
Oh, that's all right then.
You
Finished.
won't need a Yorkshire grit or anything.
No, I don't think it needs anything.
Oh, lovely.
What do you think, guys? What do you think yourselves, boys? Does that need
They
any
all did.
more? Or?
I think
Tell it
I
to
think
Leo,
everybody in
then.
the chat
Not
would be
me,
so
no.
disappointed if you don't Yorkshire grit it.
I
Yeah.
think
They're
maybe
only
this.
here for
Oh,
Joe.
look, Maurice brought
Oh,
me a
Joe.
tub. Look.
Joe's been out.
Good
She
one.
switched her microphone off. She's tuned up her voice. She's ready. She's all ready.
L'Italian.
Dogs are ready.
Lionel's in.
We'll put
Hi,
a little
Lionel.
coating of Yorkshire grit on the bottom. The
Put a lot
original
on, so you
Yorkshire
got to
Grit.
take longer. Put a lot on, so you take longer. She can sing it 3 times.
As far as I'm concerned, the one known in Yorkshire Grit. No
It's
matter what some
sycamore, Susie.
other turners might say. It's a nice piece of sycamore. It's actually quite nice on the inside now.
It is. It's lovely.
A liberal coating of Yorkshire Grit. Put the product saver back on.
Oh,
So
you
as you
did.
said, what is this
Make sure
wood?
the camera's seen it. It's sycamore. Use the same cloth. Turn the speed down to somewhere around 400. That's 220. Let's have a little more speed,
Ready.
I think.
Warning, warning, warning. Singing coming up. Warning, warning.
Andrew says
There
once
may
will be
be
enough, Terry.
singing ahead.
Tell
There you go, Joe. Right now.
Whenever
Go.
you're ready, Josephine.
Quick, Brian. Hurry
Hands
up.
of
Stop.
your pity can be soft as your face, with light brown Yorkshire gritty.
Oh, look at that. Grandpa Jim's just coming in time. Hello, Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Hello,
Jim.
Jim.
Did you sing then, Joe? I knocked my headphones off. I couldn't quite hear.
Did you? Do you want me to sing
Oh,
again?
I think maybe you have
Sing
to
it
sing
again, will you?
again then.
Sing it again, because he's taking a long time with this. Look.
Hands of your pity
Gotta wake the
can
dogs
be
up.
soft as your face, with light brown Yorkshire gritty.
See, there we go. I think that's
Well done,
wonderful.
Joe.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate that.
Audience go mad.
No matter what Terry says.
The audience go wild.
Lewis said, "Don't yield to peer pressure, Brian. Go to Vic Mark Chucks."
Go to Vic Mark. Yeah. The only thing I do like about the SK4, SK114, that what it's called, is I like the O'Donnell jaws. I would like to have a set of O'Donnell jaws.
I must admit, they are really,
Power
really
come out with a set of
versatile.
O'Donnell jaws, I'll buy them.
They won't.
I know they won't.
I had, well, it was a Patriot and a Nova chuck on my old lathe. But when I changed lathes, changed spindles, I decided I didn't want to use excerts on my chucks. So I went for all new, and I went Axminster because of the dual range.
Yeah.
So that's why I've got Axminster. But I have recently bought the Record Power 2-inch chuck, just for small stuff, which
It's getting a bit sticky in there.
was
I got
Brian's fault
Axminster
because he
chuck.
convinced me.
Yeah, I got Axminster chucks because when I started, well, before I started, I think Axminster brought the Super Precision chuck out in around 1979. And I bought one in about 1980. And then all the jaws fit, everything, and they still fit now.
Yeah.
And in those days, you could change the back plates for different threads, and I had 2 different lathes. And the last lathe I had was a Poolward, and that was a different thread. So I bought a back plate for the chuck. And when I got rid of that, I don't know, 2 years ago, or whenever it was now, and bought the current lathe, which is an Axminster, I had to change it back, and I managed to get out of a back plate because they're like rocking horse poo to get out of now. But I did get out of one from Turner's Retreat. So I'm still using the original chuck, and then I bought another one to go with it for the O'Donnell jaws, which are so versatile.
It still
Andy
feels a
Woodward
little bit
Learner
gritty
says,
in here, so I'm just going to persist with this for a minute, guys. I'm sorry it's boring, but
Andy Woodward Learner said 6 seagulls just dropped out of the sky unconscious near him. Joe, thanks.
Yeah, Glyn recommends it's about 3 minutes or so with Yorkshire Grit to get it to break down and work properly, and it is worth spending the time.
It is. The good thing is I can get rid of the dust mask because there ain't no dust with Yorkshire Grit. I'm just kind of working it from the centre out towards the edge.
Stephen Wood Dude says he's just purchased some O'Donnell jaws for 114. Absolutely wonderful things. They are, aren't they? Hello, Malcolm Douglas. He's just joined us.
Hi, Malcolm.
Close, Robert. Nearly my 50th birthday on that 1980, but not quite.
Right, we're kind of getting to the place where it should be about ready to turn the speed up.
You're not going to regrid it, are you?
I don't think I need to regrit it. No, I just think
Cheers for that.
I'm just trying to make sure my cloth is starting to come off a bit cleaner than it was. And it feels a whole lot smoother because I can't feel the grit underneath the cloth now. So we'll crank the speed on up. It's somewhere in around 1,000 revs.
And then what finish you're going to put on it?
I think I'll just keep it nice and simple and use Hampshire Sheen, I think. Hampshire Sheen High Gloss with a coating of microcrystalline over the top of that, I think. Because the microcrystalline is better at protecting it from finger marks.
Dara's put in a couple of posts, and basically it says he's got every chuck made. She, sorry.
Who said that?
Dara.
Dara.
Got three
She's just
Novas,
listed them.
T3s,
Dara's a woman, by the way.
three
Don't forget Dara's a
Supernovas,
girl.
Yeah.
a Vic Mark, SK114, and
Two
an
of
Easy
those.
Wood, and a one-way talon.
Especially you got the
Yeah,
full set
just
of
a couple
chucks,
then.
full set of drawers. Well done, Darren.
Yeah. I would actually quite like it, but I can't afford. I just can't justify spending the money.
Michelle might treat you on your big birthday.
You never know.
Big 80th. Next
Yeah.
is
When
it
I get to
November, innit?
70, I'll be 69 November, Terry.
Yeah, that's what you look like. That's what.
Not long to wait.
Well, might feel like a lifetime.
No, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to say that these days
It's
it
flying
doesn't.
by.
They just disappear. The older you get, the faster it goes, I think.
Yep.
I agree.
I seem to remember being a child that summer's taken forever. You know, but nowadays summer comes and it's winter again. There we go. We're starting to get a bit of a shine on that now. And no residue coming off. That's just a bit of safety cloth I'm using now from our good friends at Chestnut Products.
So, Dara, have you got all the lathes to go with all the chucks? You know, like a big set of lathes, chuck on each lathe, or do you have to keep changing them all?
Chuck on each lathe, yeah. I'm there. I think I've just taken a little bit of colour off the rim of this bowl.
No.
Yeah, whatever.
Look at that.
You obviously Yorkshire grit slipped around the back of the bowl.
Yeah, it must have done. Let's call that a day. Let's have a look at that. See where we are.
Okay, Dara.
Some
What
Hampshire Sheen.
speed's the best for Hampshire Sheen, please? Andy wants to know.
Fast.
Fast, yeah.
Really fast.
Put it on with the lace stationery, and the trick is
Quick as you
don't
can.
use too much. So light coats and build it up slowly. You could do I don't know, up to 10 coats, I suppose, if you wanted to. But just a
Martin
light coat.
recommends
5 or
3.
6 in the past.
Yeah, 5 or 6. Yeah.
I think Martin said he recommended 3. And then
Yeah,
more
so
put
you
on.
can do that. So I've just put a little bit on the cloth and rubbing it in now, and I'm just keep going till it starts to feel a little bit tacky underneath the cloth, and that means it's ready to go then. There we go.
Check your
It
chuck
should be
before
fine.
you spin it up to 3,000.
I won't be spinning up to 2,000, but I'll do it up to about 1,500 will be fine.
You could.
You want
I
to
know I could
you want to
quite
use a
easily.
light touch, but you do want to get a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
So you need the speed with the light touch to get the wax to melt into the
So
wood
that's
and
that's
smooth
kind of
out without taking it
1500 there.
off.
And we'll just work it in towards the middle. And I'm hardly touching that at all, guys. Basically, my fingertips are just applying the paper to the thing. I'm not pressed on it at all. If you press on it, you melt the wax again and pull it back off.
There's one tip that Martin gave a couple of years ago now, which I hadn't really thought about, but I have seen people doing it. Always use the pads of your fingers, never your
Yep.
fingernails. Your fingernails will
These
mark
bits.
the wood.
Mm.
Just like that, see? Don't use tips of your fingers, use the pads of your fingers.
Susie has to go back to work. Coffee break is
All right.
Hey,
over.
Susie.
Hi, Susie.
Thanks for coming in,
Bye,
Susie.
Susie.
Appreciate it. And we'll give
Cheers,
it one
Susie.
more coat. We'll give it another little coat of that. Nearly too much. And I'll just do the outside as well while I'm here. Should be enough. Grab another piece of tissue. Switch the lathe back on and we'll do the outside and the inside at the same time.
Ambidextrous. Todd reckons you could be a hand model. Old ones, old hands. Looks like it needed good iron.
That'll be that.
Here it wouldn't be nice to set. Is there a big difference between Hampshire microcrystalline and chestnut? I presume it means Woodwax 22, which is their most popular one. No, there
Absolutely
isn't
no
really.
idea because I've never used Woodwax 22.
I have.
I've used it.
I find that with the chestnut product, you kind of need to just give it a bit more time, just to flash off before you polish it.
Has it got more solvent in it or something? Pete?
I think so. Yeah.
You need to take time to evaporate or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
It
really
just,
know. I haven't used it to be honest. So a little bit of microcrystalline on this just to make it a little bit more fingerprint resistant because this will be picked up and hopefully it will feel nice to the touch.
Stephen says,
Stephen, go on, Terry.
he says Hampshire sheen with a hot air gun melts it fast and even and it's super shiny.
Yep. That's one of Martin's advanced techniques on the finishing course. If you do the finishing course from Martin,
So you're not allowed to do that here because you haven't done the finishing course yet.
He'll teach you how to do that. I have done the finishing course. I've completed the finishing course. I'm just waiting for my certificate.
Oh my.
So you finished the finishing course.
I've finished the finishing course, yeah.
To the finish. But
I
you
actually
got
got
our
the finishing
certificate.
course certificate up on my workshop wall.
Right to the end even.
Woodwax 22 is a little softer, says Stephen.
Yeah, it's a little softer. I think it's got a little bit more solvent, but that's hard to tell because I might have been
Yeah.
using it in the summer as opposed to the winter, and my impressions might be different. I haven't actually used the two side by side.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. Let me get that off the chop. Oh, wrong chuck key.
Oh, of course you got this other chucks, different chuck. That's the only thing that bothers me about it. They got different chuck keys. Drives me mad, that word.
Yeah. Why can't
Let
one
me go to
manufacturer use the
that
same
camera
chuck key
first.
for every chuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand that. A bit like mobile phone people, isn't it?
Yeah.
First up, just drop that down a bit. Let it focus. So there you go, guys. There's a little bowl. That's the
Fabulous.
inside.
Lovely.
Oops, bring it down a bit. Turn it over, and there's the outside.
That is fabulous.
Super job.
Beautiful.
Well done, you.
Let it sit there.
Excellent.
Maurice can
Oh,
have a
yeah,
wee
you
seat
can
on
sit
the
on.
edge. There you go. There you go, guys. Little bolt. Let me bring my earworms back on the screen here. And if anybody's got any questions or
Steve House
anything,
just popped in the chat, says he's also waiting for his certificate, I suppose.
I
Steve.
can't get my mouse to work. My other mouse.
Well, just grab the ears on that one there, that might do it.
Grab the give him a wee tweak there. There we go. Let's bring the guys back in. Thank you very much, guys, for your assistance today and your guidance on the rim. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Oh, let me just put this on. Thanks to everybody in the chat for coming along and joining us. Get a special day for me. Made my 1,000 subscribers. Yay!
Well done, mate. Well done. Well deserved.
Do we know the design of the smock that's being given away or not yet?
Not yet, no. Secret.
Secret
So
until
I'll
next
try
week
and
sometime.
I need to go and speak to my sister now and see what kind of fabric we can come up with. But what we might do is we may wait until we have a winner because we'll need measurements.
Oh, it's going to
my
be a fitted
smock-
smock, is it? Not just
My
small,
smock
medium,
won't-
and large.
My kind of smock won't fit any. Would hardly fit any of you guys. Certainly wouldn't fit Pete. He's a giant. Terry's a hobbit. He's smaller than me.
Yeah, well, yeah, that'd be alright for that'd be a raincoat for me.
He has a larger protuberance on the front of his.
Not as large as yours.
Get out of here. I turned my stern sideways. Like.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, sorry. Frog in my throat. More moves and mouse. Quick slurp of tea. That's that for today. What
I'm
day
just
are
going
we
to
on?
show off
This
this bit a
is
minute.
Thursday.
Oh, there's a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, they are,
Let me just
Stephen.
put
There'll be
that
a
on full
video
screen.
coming out in the next
Up
few
some of that,
days.
Stephen.
Let me just put that on screen if I can remember how to do it
This
now.
was entirely inspired by the Wood Dude Stephen's post. It's not very good compared to his, but it's it was
I'm doing
inspired
some.
entirely by him.
I'm
And
doing something similar to this bit, but it will be different at the top. Something else to look
yeah,
at.
this is my first one. I'm going to be doing a few of these.
They're very nice, aren't they? They
See,
really
Yes.
Stephen
classy.
inspired everybody.
He has.
We're all having a go.
We'll all be back turning finials again shortly. Maybe we should do a hashtag finial week. What do you think, Terry?
Well, I did say that.
Oh
Say
yeah.
that. It's on the list, but I don't know when it is.
Yeah, I know.
Stephen's got the list. SK's
Right,
got
so
the
if I
list,
go
and
back to
it's,
there,
it'll be
there's that.
another one in.
That's very nice,
time, is
Pete.
it?
Well done, mate. Excellent. When are you
It
doing
was-
the video for that? Again?
I've got most of the video edited. I've obviously got to part it off and get some pictures and finish the video off in next few days.
Okay,
Stephen says a
excellent.
wonderful design.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's a really good thing. Let me see. Is there any new comments coming in there? No. Nope, that's good.
I have asked,
Well done,
and
yes.
the video will contain the link to the proper ones that Stephen did right,
Yeah,
as
Stephen.
opposed to my rush job.
Stephen did
Unfortunately,
correct.
Stephen hasn't got a YouTube channel.
You should get
But,
one.
Stephen, come on. Give away some of the secrets. Don't have to do them all, just some of them.
No, give them all away.
So, who else? Who else? What's coming up?
What days are
See,
they?
this is
Thursday.
Thursday.
Battle of the
So
Makers
there's-
tomorrow.
Battle of the Makers tomorrow.
We have, yeah,
Is
Battle
it?
of the Makers
Okay.
tomorrow
We've
night,
got
and then we
Wayne
have.
at lunchtime, I believe, tomorrow.
That's correct.
Battle of the Makers in the evening, and then you've got the 2 a.m. UK time
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll
We'll
be
be tired but after that, won't we? So Steve's doing
We'll
the turning
see.
and I'm doing the air running along with Lewis, the Klondike Craftsman. So that should be interesting.
What's next Thursday, Brent?
So
How do we
Brent
get in?
says, how
Brent
do we
saying,
get
how do
into
we
the
get in?
smoke? The smoke giveaway will be announced hopefully next week. I have to talk to my
Depends.
sister first and see what the thing is. Woodoo says he needs to buy a camera. Yeah, 60 quid for a. You buy my cameras are not
Webcam.
that expensive, so they're not that bad. Lou says he'll keep me awake on Saturday night.
Oh, I doubt it.
And we'll have Steve back on again on Sunday as well.
Yeah.
And then we're back to Monday, which is Wayne at lunchtime again, isn't it? And me at
No, me.
no Terry.
Terry.
Oh, so Terry. Are you on, Terry?
I am.
Wayne's on Sunday, isn't he? He's got a premiere on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Does
he's
he do
live
Saturday
Saturday, I
nights?
think.
Live on Saturday, yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
And Jamie and Jake's cartoons is on a Saturday afternoon. And that's as much as I can remember. Terry on Monday, me on Monday night, and then we're back to the start of the week again, and we'll keep you updated from then. All right, guys, that's it. So it's goodbye from Pete.
Cheers, everyone.
Goodbye from Terry.
Bye, everybody. May
Goodbye
see
from
you
the
Monday.
lovely Joe.
Bye, everyone.
And it's goodbye from me. We're off.
Or off and running.
Not yet. Oh,
You got to find the
it's
button
not
first.
working. I need to find the button. There we go.